Good morning YouTube and welcome to the beautiful sunny South Wales. So my name is Simon, this is Milo, my trusty sidekick, and today's the perfect day to make my first YouTube video. So the premise of the video is that me and Milo are going to be out walking and we're going to be looking for that perfect log that we can carry and take back to the house, get it all chopped up and then seasoned ready for the winter. Now for those who don't own the wood burner, when you see a log as a wood burner owner, you get that primal medieval feeling that the first thing you want to do is pick it up, take it home and burn it. And yeah, as we're out and about, I'm going to show you some of the local areas and we may do some camping out overnight also if it gets a bit late and a bit dark and when we're out and about looking for that perfect log. Where I am at the moment is pretty close to my house, so there's no reason for us to do that today. But yeah, come along. I don't expect it to be easy because we are going to try and get our money's worth in regards to the size of the log today. And yeah, let's enjoy it together. And yeah, I'll introduce you to Milo in a bit more detail as we go along. Come on in, let's go. Go, come on, let's go. Right, so where we are today is just off an area called the Taft Trail. Now the Taft Trail runs from Cardiff all the way up to a place called Merthyr Tydfil. Now there's lots to be seen on the Taft Trail because of its history. As you can see on the floor, that's part of an old railway line. And the old railway line would have carried coal down from the South Wales valleys all the way down to the docks. Go, come on, up you go. There comes the train. Yep. Hope you can hear that. I will show you it soon. I'm sure the train's going to go past any moment. They normally go past together. One way, one the other way. Pretty good timing actually. Might get to see one as we carry on our sort of walk through the South Wales valleys. And here we go. Found our first lot of logs. Not sure how long these have been here actually. Could have been a couple of months. Perhaps they were cut up over winter. And yeah, now the weather's getting better. More people are using this route, like myself and Milo. Now these are not ideal, pretty much due to the size of them. As you can see, they are quite big. And they've been down for a while because they've got a bit of moss in them. Now why are they like this? So this is, as I mentioned previously, an ancient woodland. So when we do get the high winds and high weather, we can see trees falling. So when that happens, the council come out, the local authority, and they clear a path or they chop them up to make them safe. And that's what we're looking for really, but recent ones. So we'll carry on and yeah, we'll see how we get on. But fingers crossed, we hopefully will come across something that is suitable to be picked up and carried back to the car. Let's go. Okay, so what do we have here then? Oh, no, this is a really good log. Now, this is not something I would normally go for straight away, purely because it's been laying on the floor and it's been wet and it's got lots of moss in it. But it's a good size and it's quite manageable once it's a little bit drier. Yep, easily manageable. So what we're going to do is when we're going to set it aside, we're going to put it up so it's off the floor. And at some point in the future, we'll be back to pick it up when I'm with Milo. It's not quite right for today. So let's find out where we can put it. So it's out of the way and yeah, perhaps we can hide it as well to make sure that there's no one else that sees it and takes it away. I do doubt it though. I think I'm probably the only person that does this. But yeah, it's a good one. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay, so I think I found a spot and yeah, probably gonna end up putting it just here. So yeah, this is perfect. Exactly what we need. So it's a little bit will rest on the bank. Very, very small bit. The rest of it's off the floor. So yeah, we'll come back for that in a couple of weeks' time. It's a bit drier, and hopefully some of the moss will be gone. If not, we can bring a little brush down, a little wire brush, and get rid of it before we carry it back to the house. But yeah, that's perfect for future use. So I'm also going to tell you a little bit about myself. So I used to be an avid outdoorsman. I have a bit of a military background as well, but all of that was being sort of put aside as my family were very, very young. And I got 2 girls, which means that they weren't really the outdoorsy type, although I did force them at times to come with me. But over the last couple of years, I've been renovating my own property, top to bottom, full renovation job. So I haven't had much time really to, get out and about, apart from just taking Milo for walks. And what's led to this logs and dogs thing? So a ton bag of logs, that's T-O-N-N-E, I think you pronounce it ton. A ton bag of logs in the UK for the winter will range between 90 and 120 pounds, which is great. You can have it delivered to the house, but you don't always know what you're getting. And what I mean by that is the logs can come, sometimes not as seasons as you would like them, or they come in big chunks, which can make it difficult to manage them and store them, and then perhaps you have to re-chop them to make them smaller. And there's also sometimes a mix of hardwood and softwood. They sort of drop some softwood in there. So overall, a couple of bags a year, it does end up. So I thought, as I'm starting to come to the end of the renovation, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to take up another hobby. And I'm an avid fan of watching YouTube videos of, outdoorsmen, outdoor people, and the environments that I do find myself in with Milo and the locations around where I live are fantastic for this type of video, the outdoorsy type videos. Now, we will do things that can be a little bit unexpected. It won't just be me searching for logs, although that will be the main reason why we're out and about. But, there will be opportunities for us to eat some good food, outdoor cooking, setting up shelters, spending evenings out overnight, and yeah, showing you exactly, what happens when I'm out and about with Milo, have some fun as we go along, show you some really interesting locations. And as, we become more adept at editing, filming, recording, we should be able to start creating some really, really good videos. So stick with me, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Now, I love this area of the forest. One of the main reasons why, when it's a really, really nice sunny day, it's a beautiful clearing and a perfect area actually for camping. But you have to get here early because, as you can see, there's some wild rhubarb that's actually growing. And if we give this a couple of weeks, it'll just be everywhere. So yeah, it's a lovely area, lovely spot. The difficulty about camping out in this ancient woodland, you don't know what trees are going to fall. There have been days when I've been down here walking along, and I'll come down the next day and then there's a massive tree falling and it's in the path. And it's typical, isn't it? You're never down here when a tree actually falls. So that's one of the reasons why I won't be camping in this area, but I really do like it. And if it wasn't for potential for trees falling, I would definitely camp here for the evening. Right, so what do we have here? Oh, I think we might have struck gold. Yes, I think we just might have. Yeah, they're freshly cut, look. Look at them beauties. Freshly cut logs, guys. It's amazing stuff. Look at them. Look at them. Oh my good gosh. They're pretty perfect, aren't they? Okay. Let's take a closer look, is it? So they're round about, that's about 3.5 foot. Yeah, they're all cut, around about 3.5 to 4 foot. The diameters differ because obviously they're a different part of the tree. They're dry, and what I mean by that is not only are they dry on the outside, but they're much better than freshly cut on the inside as well. So I'm gonna have to pick one to carry with me, and I think this is going to be the one that we're going to go for, purely because it's a nice size in diameter, so I'm going to get a good bit of wood out of it. It looks nice and straight, so I'm not going to have any sort of hard bits digging into my shoulder. And as I've already said, it's not wet on the outside, so it's not going to be slippery. Yeah, so this is the one we're going to go for. Oh yeah, perfect. Surprisingly, it's not too heavy. So yeah, let's give it a go. So here we go. First log of the series. Rules to picking up a log. First thing to do is position it. So if there is a bend, the bend sort of goes on your shoulder. It's a slight bend in this one, going that way. I'm guessing the middle of it's about there. So let's bend the knees. One hand underneath. And then lift onto the shoulder as you stand up. And then, yeah, ready to go. Whew.